Have you ever been forced to place the fate of your life in the hands of a complete stranger? This is the gambling game many refugees have to take a try and advance on their journey trying to find a safer future. Rivers are crossed, muddy roads are trekked for hours and hours on end. Groups are led into small dark rooms where they wait for the name to be called to carry on with the next usher on their journey. The small room is another small station of the drama of thousands persecuted men, women, elders and children. Dozens of refugees are piled into these small rooms no more than 9 square meters wide. Dogs howling in the distance, so dark you can't even make out the person's face next to you. Children's whispers being desperately hushed by their parents. Fear. Fear of darkness and the unknown. Fear of getting killed or kidnapped. Fear reminiscent of the fear felt in their previous homes, which have been turned into disastrous war zones. Remembering the fear and the agony brings on feelings of hope. Hope that they may just make it to this new future they have been dreaming of for years. For the time being, just waiting to hear footsteps coming closer to tell you it's your time to move on. In and out of the small room, countless shameful incidents, countless human stories. Every individual has a unique drama to report, a slap on the face of the Western world, a punch on the ankylosed system concerning the immigration issue. The Small Room Project is the story of the Syrians and other refugees found at the Greek borders, as experienced from themselves and from the Greek inhabitants of the nearby territory. Simple residents that found themselves in the middle of one of the biggest international problems, as history placed them amidst an endless flow of human distress, on a place which, due to its location, unintentionally became the largest crossing for Western Europe for the refugees. The Small Room Project recites the story of those people via an experiential exhibition and places the visitor in the same paths where the refugees, apart from the cold and the struggles, have also suffered cruel and violent behavior from networks that take advantage of their drama to gain profit and are rapidly growing due to the political inactivity of the states involved. Bridges have historically been the symbol of unification. Bridges make ends meet. Bridges connect. Bridges represent union, or don't they? Here, on this bridge, on September 2014, we first encountered this human river of miserable souls, each of those a contemporary Ulysses, protagonists of their own Odyssey, and at the same time an integral part of the Odyssey of the refugees, Syrians with their families and all the rest, struggling to trace the salvation route which leads to Europe. The refugees that ceaselessly cross Ειδομένη are in immediate danger. They are continuously exposed to raw violence, a permanent phenomenon in the bloody crossing after the Greek borderline. The refugees return at the train station of Ειδομένη, the last Greek station, in immediate need for safety. We met them here for the second time, trying to understand what goes on by the time they pass the Greek border. What takes place after they cross the Greek border that forces them to come back and seek for help and guidance from us? They were all weary, scared, soaked, beaten, robbed, but beyond all, they felt and they were indeed humiliated. Since September 2014, we bonded with them. The refugees' drama brought memories of the Greek-Turkish population exchange and triggered the solidarity of the entire local community. For the first time, the citizens of the area put aside their different political beliefs and immediately took unrelenting humanitarian action for the past 13 months. Endless caravans of solidarity achieved to temporarily relieve the tormented refugees. medical staff tried to console their pain on a regular basis, denying to get any kind of defrayment or getting involved in organized structures, associations, NGOs. They just did what they regarded as their human duty, only inspired by the ideal of solidarity and human bonds. The small room is the symbolic space, the small prison where darkness prevails the light. Right after the border, the deadly game of life over death begins. The caravans of the refugees, victims of trafficking and corruption, lived under severe weather conditions the entire winter in the woods. Those people gave their last savings to the slave traders, but they were very often beaten and robbed of their belongings by many gangs lurking in the crossings. We are seeking for the bridges that will connect people until there won't be any space left for any more small rooms. We are seeking for connecting bridges which will counteract any malevolent and unilateral power. We are seeking for the initial meaning of bridges, the meaning of coexistence. We will stick to that meaning for as long as it takes, until the bridge becomes a safe path, a path of hope, a secure passage to Europe. 13 months now the Syrian refugees tolerate the intolerable. Due to their deep-rooted education, they experience their drama with pride and dignity. But how can somebody pass the bridge and reach safety and freedom when the bridge's foundation is corrupted? How can an end to this shameful drama be put when it is faced with such a criminal indifference globally? How can you solve human problems when humans are regarded as numbers only? The story of the small room is the story of thousands of refugees. The story of people you don't know but need to relate to. Their story has been the story of your family in the past. Their story can become your story. Nobody has chosen to become a refugee. The refugees did not choose war and self-exile. A mother never chooses exile for her children unless she thinks that a plastic boat is safer for them than their homeland. Each one of us might be a potential refugee. Each one of us could walk in their shoes. Because immigration does not only concern one geographic area, it does not concern specific parts of population. The small room concerns us all. The small room exists. The small room project will put you too in the small room of shame, with the hope we can unlock it, with the hope that we will throw its keys away and build a bridge of solidarity, a bridge of freedom across all Europe, across all humanity.
After that, we go on the train line to find somewhere to sleep. So we sleep in woods in the floor, and the rain came about us. So we wake up and run. After the rain, we walk like 3 hours. We start to walk again. We walk like 12 hours on train line. Also continue. We was dirty, and tired also because we don't have enough food. We walk a lot. We don't eat something like enough. So we also walking on the train line. Also every day we walk like 10-12 hours. Walk like 10 hours. All that in the dark. No light. We can't walk on the morning. After that we cross a village.
The last village in Macedonia, there was a big house, many Syrians there who had lost their money. They were stolen by the smugglers, and they are imprisoned in that house. They can't get out until they give again money. So fucking bad there.